I've traveled to the Faroe Islands, a tiny group of islands in the North Atlantic, to show you scenery you won't believe is real. Think giant cliffs, waterfalls plunging into the ocean, and villages straight out of a fantasy movie. I'm taking you to 7 of the most mind-blowing spots here, places so beautiful they look fake. We're going to hike, explore, and see things that will change how you see the world. So buckle up, this is going to be an adventure you'll never forget. Let's go. First up, let me take you to the wildest waterfall I've ever seen, Mykines. This isn't just any waterfall, it's a place where the land seems to end and the ocean begins, all in one breathtaking moment. As the drone soars over the cliffs, you can already sense the drama that's about to unfold. Picture this, a river, winding its way through the rugged landscape, suddenly tumbling off a sheer cliff and plunging straight into the crashing waves of the Atlantic Ocean below. There's no gentle stream here, just a powerful, unstoppable force of water, leaping from the edge of the earth into the endless blue. And no, it's not photoshopped or edited. Standing here, you feel the pure, raw power of nature. The spray hits your face, the roar fills your ears, and you realize this is as real as it gets. It's a reminder that some places on Earth are still wild, untamed, and completely awe-inspiring. The sound is thunderous, echoing off the dark volcanic cliffs. The view is almost surreal. Impossibly green grass clings to the steep slopes, while a bright white ribbon of water slices through the landscape, plunging into the deep, mysterious blue of the ocean. It's a scene that feels like it belongs in a fantasy novel, not real life. To get here, you drive through the tiny, picturesque village of Gásadalur. For centuries, this place was so isolated that the only way in was by hiking over treacherous mountain paths or by helicopter. Imagine living in a village where the outside world was just a distant rumor. But now, thanks to a tunnel carved through the mountains, you can emerge from the darkness to be greeted by this epic, unforgettable view. It's like stepping into another world the moment you exit the tunnel. The wind here is relentless, whipping through the grass and carrying the salty sea spray high into the air. You can feel the mist on your skin, taste the salt on your lips, and hear the constant roar of water and wind. It's an experience that engages all your senses at once. The weather here changes in an instant. One moment, the sun breaks through the clouds, lighting up the waterfall like a spotlight. The next, mist and rain sweep in, shrouding everything in mystery. Every wave that crashes, every gust of wind transforms the scene, but it's always, always incredible. Standing here, dwarfed by the cliffs and the endless ocean, you can't help but feel small. It's a humbling reminder of just how powerful and majestic nature can be, and how lucky we are to witness it. Mykines isn't just a waterfall. It's the very essence of the Faroe Islands' wild, untamed beauty, captured in a single, unforgettable shot. It's a place that stays with you long after you've left. That's one spot down, and trust me, there's so much more to come. We've only scratched the surface of what these islands have to offer. The bar is set sky high. Let's see what's next on this journey through the Faroe Islands' most stunning locations. Next, Saksun village, straight out of a fairy tale. Tiny turf-roofed houses surrounded by misty mountains and a tidal lagoon that transforms with the tide. When the tide's out, black sand stretches to the ocean. When it's in, a natural harbor appears. It's peaceful, just sheep, a stream, and the wind. A white church on a hill completes the scene. The mountains form a natural amphitheater, enclosing you in tranquility. The grass-roofed houses blend perfectly with the landscape, as if grown from the earth. This is a place to escape, walk, and breathe. Saksun is a hidden gem, quiet, beautiful, unforgettable. It's a different kind of power, peaceful, not dramatic. 2 stops in, and the Faroe Islands keep surprising me. Let's keep going. Now, Tjørnuvík Beach, a black volcanic sand beach with a serious mood. The main event, 2 giant sea stacks, Risin and Kellingin, the giant and the witch. Legend says they were trolls turned to stone at sunrise. The view is mythical, massive rocks guarding the shore, waves crashing, green mountains all around. The village sits at the end of a deep valley, surrounded by steep peaks. Surfers brave the freezing water for these perfect waves. Walking the shoreline, the contrast of black sand, white foam and green hills is stunning. This isn't a beach for sunbathing, it's for awe. The ocean's power is on full display, and the legends feel alive. Tjørnuvík is ancient, full of stories, and absolutely mesmerizing. Each stop just gets better. What secrets do these islands hold? Let's find out. Back to Gásadalur, the village by Mykines. Until 2004, you could only reach it by hiking over a mountain or by helicopter. Now, a tunnel connects it, but it still feels untouched. Only 18 people live here, fewer than most classrooms. The village sits on a cliff edge, with panoramic ocean views and Mykines in the distance. Traditional grass-roofed houses cluster together, sheep graze nearby, and silence reigns. Life here is simple, quiet, and deeply connected to nature. The beauty of isolation is real. This is living at the edge of the world. Gásadalur is more than a village. It's a story of survival and community. Even with new access, it hasn't lost its soul. Sitting here, you realize what really matters. This is the real Faroe Islands. Let's keep exploring. Next up, Lake Survagsvatn, a place that's not just beautiful, but also home to one of the world's most mind-boggling optical illusions. Nestled on the remote Faroe Islands, this lake has captured the imagination of travelers and photographers from all over the globe. From a certain viewpoint, it looks as if the entire lake is floating high above the Atlantic Ocean, almost like a giant shimmering mirror suspended in the sky. The effect is so convincing that it can leave you questioning your own eyes. In reality, Lake Survagsvatn sits just 30 meters above sea level, but the dramatic cliffs that surround it, combined with the unique topography of the land, create a visual trick that makes the lake appear to hover hundreds of meters above the ocean waves below. The journey to the famous viewpoint is an adventure in itself. The hike is gentle and accessible, winding through rolling green hills that seem to stretch endlessly. All the while, the largest lake in the Faroe Islands glimmers beside you, reflecting the ever-changing sky. When you finally reach the spot, the illusion is at its most powerful. The lake seems to defy gravity, suspended in midair, with the vast ocean far below. It's a scene that feels almost otherworldly, as if you've stepped into a fantasy landscape. Even when you know the secret behind the illusion, standing there in person is a mind-bending experience. The scale and beauty of the view are enough to leave anyone speechless. At the far end of the lake, the magic continues. Here, the powerful Gásadalur waterfall plunges straight from the lake's edge into the roaring Atlantic Ocean below, adding another layer of drama to this already spectacular setting. As you walk along the cliffs, every step and every change in the light shifts the illusion. Sometimes the lake seems to float even higher. Sometimes it blends seamlessly with the sea. It's like watching a natural magic trick unfold before your eyes. This is nature's art at its finest, playing with your perception, challenging what you think you know, and reminding you of the wonders that exist in the world. The Faroe Islands are full of surprises, and Lake Survagsvatn is just one of many unforgettable sights. From dramatic cliffs to rolling hills and endless ocean views, this place is a treasure trove for adventurers and dreamers alike. A floating lake. It sounds impossible, but here, it's real. Or at least, it looks real. This is a must-see destination for anyone who loves the extraordinary. The photo you'll take here is more than just a memory. It's proof that you witnessed one of nature's greatest illusions. It's the kind of shot that will amaze your friends and inspire your next adventure. With your mind still reeling from the illusion, it's time to move on. The Faroe Islands have so much more to offer, and the next adventure is just around the corner. Time for some adrenaline. We're on Kalsoy Island, about to embark on a hike to the legendary Lighthouse, known as one of the most dangerous and breathtaking spots in the Faroe Islands. The journey begins with a ferry ride, the anticipation building as the dramatic coastline comes into view, hinting at the adventure ahead. The trail itself is not for the faint of heart. It's narrow, winding its way along the edge of steep drop-offs, with dramatic cliffs plunging straight down to the churning sea below. Every step demands focus, and the sense of exposure is constant. One misstep, and you're reminded just how unforgiving this landscape can be. The landscape here is wild and untamed, with the ocean stretching out on both sides of the trail. The wind howls across the cliffs, whipping the grass and adding an extra layer of challenge to the hike. It's a place where you feel completely at the mercy of nature, and that's what makes it so thrilling. After a challenging ascent, you finally round a corner and catch your first glimpse of the Lighthouse. It's a tiny, solitary beacon perched on a razor-thin promontory, surrounded by sheer cliffs that drop away on all sides. The sight is both awe-inspiring and humbling, a reminder of how small we are in the face of such raw, natural beauty. But the real highlight awaits just beyond. If you're brave enough to continue, you reach a narrow ridge that offers the iconic shot, Lighthouse in the foreground, dramatic cliffs stretching into the distance, and the endless expanse of the North Atlantic all around. It's a view that feels almost unreal, like something out of a dream. Standing here with sheer drops on both sides and the wind whipping past is both terrifying and exhilarating. Your heart pounds, not just from the hike, but from the sheer exposure and the sense of accomplishment. It's a moment that makes you feel truly alive. The scale of this place is almost impossible to capture on camera. The cliffs stretch for miles, the ocean seems endless, and the lighthouse looks impossibly small against the vastness of the landscape. It's a reminder of the power and beauty of nature, and how lucky we are to witness it. This view isn't just handed to you, it's earned step by challenging step. Every moment of effort, every gust of wind, every steep climb is worth it when you finally stand at the summit, catching your breath and taking it all in. Kalsoy and the Kalur hike truly define adventure. It's about pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, embracing the unknown, and being rewarded with a view and an experience you'll never forget. It's the kind of journey that stays with you long after you've left. This is what travel is all about, seeking out remote, wild places that take your breath away and remind you of the world's hidden wonders. 11 out of 10. Absolutely incredible. If you ever get the chance, this is a hike you simply can't miss. Ready for the final stop? The adventure isn't over yet. Let's go see what else Kalsoy has in store. For our last stop, we're on Mykines, the puffin paradise. As soon as you start hiking, you're surrounded by thousands of Atlantic puffins, on cliffs, in grass, flying overhead. It's like stepping into a nature documentary. The path takes you across a bridge to Mykines, right through the puffin colony. You're just feet away. They're not even scared. It's one of the most amazing wildlife encounters I've ever had. The cliffs are green, the water turquoise, and sea stacks dot the coast. Mykines is wild, beautiful, and full of life. Seeing these puffins is the perfect end to our adventure. The Faroe Islands aren't just epic landscapes, they're home to incredible creatures. Visiting feels like entering a secret world. This is pure joy and wonder. What a way to finish. That's a wrap on our Faroe Islands adventure. We saw waterfalls, fairy tale villages, floating lakes, and thousands of puffins. This place is even more beautiful than the pictures, pure magic. If the Faroe Islands aren't on your bucket list, add them now. Now I want to hear from you. Where should we go next? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps us keep exploring. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Until then, keep exploring.